Greetings to all of my creative entrepreneurs. This is a 3-pack that I'm giving you guys this week because I've been dealing with some personal things. And since I haven't built out a full team in terms of social media and content yet, I'm still, the solopreneur right now, even though I'm building out teams in terms of our apparel brand and our publishing company. I'm still a solopreneur, which, guys, I'm just going to tell you, even in the era of AI and AI agents, I am going to build out some human doers as partners in terms of content. I'm just trying to put this content out there to you guys as I'm growing and learning and to get better at this, right? This is a 10-year game plan in terms of YouTube and social media as a whole. I haven't mastered everything. I have experienced some levels of virality on Instagram, but in terms of me, my personal content, there's work to do, guys, but I'm here for you guys. Okay, in this third installment for this video, I want to focus on basically spoken to other videos in terms of owning the leverage and things of that nature instead of being leveraged. Now, I wanted to kind of talk about understanding something that in terms of wholesale accounts, right, for all of my e-commerce folks here. The reason why you need to better understand wholesale accounts, because I had something. Now, you may have heard of something called a sales and use tax license, right? That you would get to actually be able to charge taxes and things in your state, right? Now, this particular registration number that you get, or in other words, it could be called a seller's permit, right? Sales and use tax license or a seller's permit. And they give you a particular number according to whatever state that you're in. I can't speak for all states, but I'm pretty sure that is whatever your state comptroller's office is. I'm pretty sure it's a free process. You just simply have to be a registered business in that state, and you have to let them know which classification you're operating under as a business owner, and then you can complete the application, and then boom, they'll give you your seller's permit or your sales and use tax license registration number, right? Now, when it comes to wholesale companies require that you have this actual seller's permit, right? This sales and use tax license registration number. Well, they're going to ask for another document. And I don't want you to get it confused because I got it confused. I'm just being transparent. I thought that a resale certificate was in fact a seller's permit. I thought they were one and the same. Well, they are actually not, guys. But what happens is when you're filling out a resale certificate form, right, you have to include your seller permit registration number or your sales and use tax license. Okay, so that is the difference, right? So you do have to have a seller's permit in order for you to complete a resale certificate form. That pretty much just basically you have to give that to the wholesale company, and you let them know exactly what your intentions are for using their the wholesale partnership, and it actually gives them protections and things of that nature, right? So that's why you have to fill out that form. It protects them and it also protects you, right? So you give them that form, and what it does is when you present them with that form, you will be tax exempt. It will allow you perks like being tax exempt because you are reselling this and reselling the products, and you have the seller's permit. It allows you to purchase things through the wholesale account and be tax exempt, right? And the beauty of that is not only will you be tax exempt, and once you hit whatever their minimum requirements are in terms of free shipping, you're not only going to be tax exempt, but you're going to be paying no shipping, right? Because, of course, the price at those levels, when you're buying that level of goods from them, the shipping is going to be baked into the price, and they're going to be able to cover the shipping, so they don't have to directly charge you anymore, right? Because they'll have the extra money, plus their profit margins will still be healthy, even though they cover the shipping, right? Which is smart business, by the way. Good business model. But I just wanted you to be aware of the different, the differentiation of a seller's permit versus a resale certificate, because I myself conflated it, and I get sometimes other people may conflated it. And that's why I tell people, when you're asking AI questions, guys, you still have to fact check AI, because the AI might hallucinate, or AI might become biased in its answer, in the answers that it gives you, right? Telling you things that you want to hear. That's why I say, guys, don't go in and expect AI to train you. You need to train it, but you need to train it based on facts. Do your research, guys. Do your research. Yes, the tools that we have to do research are streamlined, right? Sorry for that, guys. That note had my notifications off. I apologize. So the way that we can research are now streamlined, okay? But at the same time, guys, we still need to do our own due diligence and not get lazy, right? I call it the Wall-E effect. If you ever heard of the Disney movie Wall-E, right? Where the technological advancements made people fat and lazy, and we don't want to do that, right? We want to leverage these things, not be leveraged by anything, because if we're in a state where we're sick and unhealthy, we can then be leveraged, right? So we don't want to do that. So we want to remain totally independent and autonomous, and, vigilant, right? And resourceful and resilient, while at the same time being wise enough to leverage the AI, right? You don't have to worry about, in any category, whatever domain you're working in as a creative, as a producer, being replaced by AI. You're simply going to be outpaced by someone who is leveraging AI. And you don't want to allow yourself to be that. And like I said, if you're being true to who you are, and you're coming from your unique perspective, using your unique gifts to serve the marketplace, no competition. And you should only think in the context of cooperation and collaboration with other peers in the business, because it just makes it better when you do it that way. And then you'll be able to move with confidence, especially, guys, as in you'll hear in other videos that I posted this week, when you leverage and you own the intellectual property and is properly protected, you will have the leverage, and you won't be leveraged, and people want to do business with you, right? Because you're moving in a wise manner. So, I just wanted to clear that up, guys, for those that may confuse a seller's permit with a resale certificate. They are not two things. They simply work, and one is required to have the other, and it will absolutely make your life a heck of a lot better as an e-commerce retailer. Okay, guys, I hope this video was very helpful to you guys. Until next time.